Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been so long since I've recorded. I have finally got into a place where I'm completely comfortable. Like, I have a makeup room, I have these softbox lights, I have everything that I possibly need to get my channel started, and I am back and I am better than ever. You know, I'm coming with, I had my first tutorial in like 7 months. Couldn't be no little petty natural look. So I had to do this bomb halo cut crease. And I don't know if you guys are into makeup, like really into makeup, and you guys keep up with the trends. Okay, you guys know that this P.Louise eyeshadow base and palette has been talked about so much, and how amazing it is. The base is self-mattified, so you don't have to set it with a powder. And me as a makeup artist, that's something that I can cut out of my steps. That will cut my time down, that I don't have to set it and mattify my base with a powder. So I wanted to hop on the trend because I love makeup. I love trying new things, and now that I'm starting to record and really starting to record, I really want to try new products that people are talking about. So I definitely ordered the P.Louise palette and the eyeshadow base. So I got the Rumor 2 eyeshadow base. My quick thoughts about this before we jump into the tutorial. This eyeshadow base is bomb. Like, I can't even lie, I can't even say anything about this eyeshadow base. It is amazing. It is self-mattifying. So with this, I let it sit for like 10 seconds and it was dried. It was ready for eyeshadow. And the product doesn't drag, my eyeshadow doesn't crease. It is like amazing. I highly recommend this. The only thing I would say is that I would get a warmer shade, or I would just go with my matte concealer, my Studio Finish concealer, because it's more warm. It has more of a golden undertone more than a pink undertone. So you can see like under my brows, it's a little bit light, but that's okay because I blew that bitch out. Okay, this eyeshadow is, I didn't come to play. But so if you guys have been doubting, I know I'm rambling. If you've been doubting buying this, it is amazing. I would open my palette, but of course I dropped the palette and I broke a shade already. I just opened it today. Like, I literally just opened it and I dropped it. But it comes beautifully packaged, but it is bomb. It's bomb. So if you want to see how I got this bomb halo eye, just keep watching. It comes in this cute packaging. And it has all her information and her telephone number, her social media, everything. So it comes with matte, and the colors are so pretty, like beautiful. They're so freaking pretty. Like, this is my type of palette because look, so first we're gonna start with the brows. I love using a spoolie to comb all my brow hairs in the same direction. Just so when you do start applying your brows, all your hairs lay down. Now, a spike pencil from MAC. I usually use a dip brow. I love a dip brow, but I'm gonna try something new. Since I'm using a whole bunch of new products today, like so for my brows, I like starting in the middle, just so I can get a good feel on how I want my brows to look, because I do change up my brows. Sometimes I like my brows fuller, sometimes I don't. So just gonna fill it in and just follow the shape of your brows. If you get your eyebrows waxed and you got your eyebrows arched, it's the easiest. You just follow the shape of your brows instead of having to figure out how to fill it in. If you don't have brows, that's even easier because you can just draw some brows on. Out the day you're trying to step out and look cute, you trying to do a cut crease and you never did a cut crease. No, you can't practice on the days that you're going out. You have to practice like just when you're sitting home and you're not doing nothing, you're not trying to go nowhere, but you just want to practice. It's all about technique, because I can tell you all day how to do something, but my brows to go out. I don't like them curving down. I like them like going out, like a wing, like bird wings. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, I'm using this taupe brown in the front of my brows, so just so it have a nice fade. I usually like a warm base, like a yellow. But I'm gonna just do this for the sake of it. So it's not as thick as my my MAC Studio Finish Concealer, because that's the one, that's what I use for my brows. How great this is. I've heard so many great things about this, so I just had to get it. It is light, but once you blend your foundation, once you blend your eyeshadow, you're not gonna see this how light it is. So I do think I'm gonna order the Rumor 3 though, because I want a warmer one, and maybe the 3 is a little warmer, but I'll see after I use this one how it looks when the eyeshadow sits on it. So I'm just putting this blending concealer brush from Ulta. It's the It Cosmetics brush. It is the, what brush is this? The 203 blending concealer brush. So we're gonna try this. Okay, It Cosmetics. This brush, I initially bought it to apply highlight because it applies highlight. Oh my gosh, when I was with so I don't think you have to set this base either. I think this base you don't have to set it. So I'm not gonna go in the middle because I'm gonna use my foundation to soften that, because I don't want this light concealer in the middle of my brow. That would look real crazy. So use this pretty mustard yellow right here. It's called P.Louise. So I'm going into the shade P.Louise, and I'm going to just press the eyeshadow right here. On my outer crease, I'm just going to press the eyeshadow in. Because I didn't set the base, I'm not going to drag the eyeshadow just yet. I'm just going to press it in just so the eyeshadow basically can set it before I start blending. So now that I push the shadow in, I'm just gonna, now you just start blending the harsh line, because you want everything to be smooth. If my base was a little bit more yellow, like it wasn't so light, I would have kept my eyeshadow right in the crease of my eye and not blow it out into my brow bone so much. But because this is such a light concealer, I'm gonna blow out the shadow. Like, you're not gonna see any of the base. So now that I applied the other eye off camera, I'm going to go in with the color Sun Kiss. This is orange one right here. It's so pretty. Just dip this brush. This is a Morphe PK36 brush. So I'm just gonna go right around my eyeball. Literally just around my eyeball. Going in with the shade Queen. And I'm not gonna take it up so high because I want all the colors to show. So I'm just gonna keep it in my lower crease. And just use that same brush that I used for the orange shade Sun Kiss. So you're gonna go back and forth with your shades. You have to go back and forth with your brushes, just so you're blending it out. Because if you use one brush, you're gonna mud all your eyeshadows together. So I'm gonna look down just so I can see, because I can see my crease right here. And when you're doing a cut crease or any your natural crease, like above your actual crease. So, And a good tip, I always tell people, like, look up to the ceiling. If you put concealer on your lid right here, if you look up to the ceiling, wherever the concealer transfers, you can see how mine transferred right here. You'll go, that's where you'll cut your crease. So you'll go just like a tiny bit above there. Because you know when you open your eye, it's not gonna transfer up. Right here. Because I'm gonna put the product right here. Okay, so now that I cut this lid off camera, I'm just going to blend with the same brush that I used for the Queen shade. I'm just going to blend that in because I want it to be halo. So I only want it right in the middle of my eye. To apply my pigment, I'm going to use a synthetic brush. So anything like with white hairs or microfiber is going to give great pigment payoff. So anything like this or white hair, dual fiber is going to give you the best pigment payoff. And this is a MAC 239. So I'm just gonna press it and I'm just gonna lay that. Woo! That is phenomenal. Like, that is so pretty. Because I want to get right in where I cut my crease, so just to press it right under. You're gonna carve it just like you would with, like you were carving it with your concealer. This base is like amazing. Amazing. M506 brush. The smaller it is, the more the color is going to, the more I can build up the color. Because it's not gonna be, it's not a fluffy brush, but it's a very dense, tiny brush because I want to get right on the edges. So I'm just pushing the shade Queen into the gold. Even on the side, on the top. You just always want everything to blend in, like. Okay, so my primer isn't new, but it is not an actual primer, and I've been telling people about this primer, and every time I tell people about this primer, they're like, oh my gosh, you using coochie cream? It is not. I repeat, it is not coochie cream. I use the Monostat Chafing Powder Gel for my primer because the ingredients in here are the same thing in primers. So the first ingredient in here is dimethicone. That is what you find in Smashbox primers. That's what you find. Even my primers in my drawer right here has dimethicone in it, and I need to go buy another one. Okay, okay. Because these primers out here are like $42, $35, and the same thing. Like, but whatever. Okay, so I'm using a new foundation. I bought this but never used it. I was to try out the Born This Way Too Faced foundation. I sampled it and I loved the coverage. I love the color. I love everything about this foundation, and it smells so good. So I'm gonna try it. I heard it was really good. I got the shade Chestnut. Just a little bit on my brush, just to get my brush a little wet. Let then I'm gonna start building my coverage. So for foundation, the first place you sit your brush when you pick up the product from your petri dish or the back of your hand is where all your product is gonna sit. So we have blemishes and all that good stuff. Because I know I have blemishes. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution concealer. This is the shade C11. And this is a warm concealer. It's amazing coverage. It's just like Shade Tape. I call it the affordable Shade Tape. So I had to set my highlight and contour off camera because my camera died. So all I did was went in with my banana powder and just set where I highlight with my banana powder, and I set the rest of my face with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in dark face with that. And now for bronzing, this is another mineralized powder from MAC. This is Sunpower. I love red tone bronzers. I don't like anything cool on me because it looks ashy on my skin. Not ashy, but it looks gray on my skin. So I love red bronzers. So this is Sunpower, and it looks so good on brown skin. Like, so pretty. So I just press that into the hollow of my cheek. And this is just a brush that I got from, I think it was Route 21 or Charlotte Russe. Okay, so for my blush, I'm going to use two different blushes. I'm going to use Razin, that is an all-time favorite, one of my hero products also. Because I want a peachy look on my apples on my cheek, I'm going with peaches. And holy matrimony of this brush and this beautiful highlights. Alright guys, that was it for the look. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it was informational. Guys, please, if you guys enjoyed this, or if you guys want to see me come out with more content and you want to make sure you are watching it as soon as I upload, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And the most important thing for me is to comment. I really want to know what y'all thinking. I really want to know what you guys want me to do, because I really want to review new things. I really want to step out of my comfort zone, because I'm always doing nice brown and gold colors. People have been telling me they want to learn eyeshadow placement, and I've gotten a couple feedback from people on my Snapchat. But just comment, please. If you don't subscribe or anything else, just comment. Just leave a comment on what I could do better and what y'all want to see, and so we can get this channel popping. I don't want it to be like no ranky-dang boo 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 poo poo channel. I want it to be like we're engaged, because I mean, I am sitting here talking to a camera, so I want to be more engaged, you know. So comment, like, share, and subscribe.